Greetings, everyone, to audio commentary number 25. Let's turn on some background music here. We'll do the in-game music. Anyways, we are just sticking through this Protoss versus Zerg good times here. I am Cecil, the fella playing Zerg right here, and I'm going to kind of talk you guys through this and maybe give you guys a couple of pointers against Protoss. And here we have Drumhead. Diamond versus Diamond, 2500 plus versus 2500 plus. What else can I give to you while we wait for this super boring part? Okay. Anyways, okay, now we can start on some part of the game. I know the last game was, I believe it was on Scrap Station. No, it wasn't. It was on Delta 1. Anyways, let's go to my vision here. What does this mean? You send your Overlord out here. I go for my 14 Expo. When I see this, I rejoice. I am so freaking happy when I see this. When he just gets the standard build, the gateway's out here. He's not trying any funny business. That's a good start. When I see a Forge first, I kind of freak out. I know that he's gonna, well, not really block this off, but he's gonna stop me from getting my Expo. But I do keep the Overlord right here. Some players, when they do see that you're going for this Expo, will immediately start their Forge, like somewhere here, which he's going for the Cybernetics core, so I'm rejoicing at that. And then he's going to start his Pylon, so when that Forge finishes, he's going to put 2 cannons right in this base, kill your Expo, and, I mean, look at this, the spawning pool won't even be out by then, and this will be nice and protected in the absolute worst spot that can happen in. So seeing him go for the Cybernetics core was very, very nice. The next question is, what if he did? Well, all these drones that you see right here, they're intended to harvest the minerals. I'm just kind of swapping them out a little bit. But I would send those over a little bit earlier, and I would just desperately try to kill the probe. Try to kill the probe. If not, just go straight for that pylon and just disrupt him as much as I can as this comes out. And usually I can wiggle in a spine in there as well. So let's go back to everyone's vision here. Standard start up here. He's going for his gateways and all that good stuff. Stopping him from scouting. Now the first thing I get here is the creep tumor. By the time I have creep out here and ready to go, the timer down here that you guys are seeing, that should be at around 8 minutes. 8 to 9 minutes. Why is that such an important thing? Let me go back to normal speed here. Sending in a Ling just to look around. I'm looking around just to see, okay, is he going straight to a Robo? If he is, that's even better. I can just econ up, but unfortunately, and fortunately for him, he hit his gateways back here. Very, very good move by Drumhead here, as he keeps those hidden back there. No indication at all what he is making, and he is going for an Expo. But as I was saying, it's very, very wise to have your stuff set up right here. At around 6 minutes, I'll have some more creep out here, so he can stop it from making his pylon down here. Just be a little bit more situated, stopping him from getting in. It'll be ready to go, and I don't have to worry about it. Like if he attacked right now, if this would be in my base in a minute, I can handle it. So there's no delays whatsoever. I come in there, I see that he's going for an Expo. That is another thing that I can rejoice at. In a sense, I don't have to worry so much about an early game rush because he's put so much of his time and effort into getting that Expo up there. I'm still a little bit ahead and trying to wedge into his base, but nothing happens. So all those Lings really don't do much damage at all, so that kind of sucks. So what does it mean for me? I'm going right back over to my gas. I'm going to tech up, getting my gas right here. So I'm going gas. So with that, that opens up the opportunity for me to go for just a very, very productive combination of roaches, hydralisks, and if I see the opportunity, mutalisks. You send some mutas back here, just wreak havoc on them. Well, I mean, come on, you guys know what freaking mutas do. Why do I have to explain that? Anyways, just making it hard for him to attack should he choose to do so. And like I said, scouting is going to be very, very important for me. Teching up, as soon as I tech up, I'm going to morph into an Overseer. He's getting his illusion sent out there. But really, his base is just off limits. So the only thing I can do, I got a ton of lings out here. Only thing I can really do is just attack these destructible rocks. Make it a little bit better for me in the long run. I'm looking over in my base, so he catches me on a couple of lings here, so I send those back. So he's well aware that I'm there. Gives me an idea that, yeah, he's making that pylon there. If you look at my vision, yep, he sure as hell is. So I'm going to keep playing that game with him, keep chipping away at these rocks, but nevertheless, he's going to get a cannon out here. And let's look back at the home base. I go for the spire and a couple of spore crawlers. Now, why do I get a couple of those? Number one, for the observers. Number two, any DT rush that I'm seeing. Like I said, I still have not seen anything go into the base, and if he does choose to go for phoenixes. I think I made a mistake in this game where I mistake his illusion for something that is real. So here we go, breaking this down, spreading out that creep. Now's a great time to get myself my third expo. I'm starting to get a little bit more on my drone count here. 45, 41, still keeping up. Until, he sends this Phoenix out here. That kind of scares me, so I back this drone up, and I want to see his vision. I want to see if he saw that. So he's conscious of that gold expo, so I'm a little bit worried. I'm thinking, my expo down there, he might send his stuff out here, but if I can try to catch him down here, oh, that would be a golden opportunity for me to just sideswipe his army and just take the advantage away here. Anyways, let's take a look back at what he's making. He's just continuing on with his weapon upgrades here. Robotics facility coming out. So he's gradually making his way. I mean, he's got the economy, and he's got a decent-sized army to fend off any attackers going for the armor upgrade immediately after. Although usually it's best if you see them going for the second weapon upgrade that enables Colossus to one-shot a whole line of Zerglings. Very, very nasty. So, okay, I'm just going to send out some creep. What else is going on? Let me speed this up because this part's a little bit boring for you guys. Looking into the production here. Here come all of the mutas that I have gotten that early gas for. Looking at his base, doesn't look like he was going to harass early game. So all that early gas that I got, that can go towards a steady supply of mutas in the early game. Alright, so I can pick off these stalkers, but once I see that huge cluster of stalkers come in, I'm like, oh wait, I gotta pay attention to that, so I run that back. And my hopes are to drag this guy back into his base, because I'm not ready to fight him. Scouting, let's go to my vision here. Let's see what he's got. So I see what he's got. I know he has the observers out. So it's time for me to fight with at least a backup of my spine colors here. This is just extremely vital. Want to get a decent mix of roaches. One armor upgrade first. It's vital to have. Excuse me. So I have this force right now. 128 supply. It's 124 supply. So I'm ready to fight it off. If you go to what I've got, I'm still making Hydras. I'm still making those because when I looked at his army, I didn't see any Tempos at all. And if we go to my vision, I did notice his robo facility, so he is working on that. Back in the home base here, I do notice that he does discover this with a Phoenix, fake Phoenix. So I immediately forget harvesting the gold. I have plenty of minerals right now. We both are just racking in the minerals. We need extra expos for gas only. So this goes completely to just flooding the base with spine crawlers, just making it a really tough thing. Really tough thing to attack here, and just spreading the creep, and well, just holding off until we see some action here. Going for the burrow movement on these roaches just to make force fields a little less annoying to deal with. Looking back at the base here, just trying to harass as much as I can, keeping him on his toes. Mutas are going to eventually kill that Photon Cannon. I'm going to do that right now, but I'm just going to bring back the weak Mutalisk here just to make things a little bit easier. And just doing what I can. Right now this is a blink check. Does he have blink? That's a really, really bad trade-off. No blink yet, but I assume that he will be working on that shortly. Oh, there he goes. He's getting this Colossus, and now he's getting this blink. So very tough army. I mean, look at that. It's pretty tough, right? Pretty damn tough. Okay, so looking back at the force groups here, let's go to my production here. I'm going for a lot of Lings, maybe just to try to attack from the behind, just get a one-up on this guy. He's just on the move here. He's not exactly attacking that Overlord. He's gonna hurt Overlord. So I see him down there. That's good. What I really hope to do is to fight him when he's wedged right between there. He's got this on this side. He's got my army on that side. Ooh, would that be amazing? But I catch him in the perfect time. His seals are out there, out at my expo. He's got a ton of Stalkers running back. They don't have blink yet, and I managed to seal off that expo while all of these seals are working on these spines. And, well, that's that. So very, very good thing that happened right there. All went according to plans. This held off a very tough onslaught, cut his army in half, and then forced him to run away. So, okay, now comes a ton of Overlords. Wait, no, not yet. This is when I'm like, Overlords, and I make a whole ton of them. That's when I make use of my supply. But right now, I just need to make an extra hatch, expand like crazy, even break open these rocks. So let's speed this up. This part's kind of boring. Just teetering in between positions to attack right here. Here we go. We got the fight starting right now. Alright, so working on Corruptors. Like I said, I'm just really getting stopped by my gas production. I need as many expos out as I can. Just a ton of minerals so I can make a ton of defense. Make this gold impenetrable for the time being. I've got these roaches that can scout them out. So, really the longer that we wait, the earlier I get these Corruptors out, and it's just the happier I am. Once I get these Corruptors, I'm like, sweet, I'm in the money. I can actually fight this army. Here before this fight starts, here's what we want to happen. I have it pause. I want to have my front line here, Hydra line here, and have this attacking at the same time. That's the goal. When that happens, these Colossus are just way out there, and if I can force him to run back with these Corruptors, keep the Colossus back here running away, he's stuck in a fight with only all of these Stalkers and a ton of Hydras just hitting from behind. We have 2 armor upgrades, 2 weapon and 1 armor. See, he is on the upgrades against me here. Let's see what happens. So he does surround with a very evenly placed force field, but the problem is here, that does protect my Hydras a little bit. While at the same time I do have all of these Lings coming in. Remember what I said the last game, the last audio commentary, number 24. And I'm looking at his army right now, I'm like, oh wait, I can up the damage on him. So I cast Corruption onto him. I send out all these drones to attack at the same time. I need some spare front line at the same time. The minerals back at the home base died. So I just sent those out there just to make them think that, you know, run, don't fight me. But with the remainder of this front line destroyed, the next best thing to get. At that point were these Hydras, and these Hydras came out a little bit late. This small wave of roaches were needed to protect the line of Hydras that I saw, because I was like, oh shit, I'm losing all of these guys. Okay, let's go back to my vision. Here's what I see. I see a more Colossus, so that means, okay, you're good on making just a few more Corruptors. I see him starting to make a few more Zeals and a few more Sentries. What that means for me is that I desperately need Ultras and I desperately need gas. So with all these spare minerals that I have, I am constructing a ton of defense in the front of the base, forcing him to mass more Colossus because they can outrange my defense. And so that'll force him you know, it'll really put me in a nice spot, because once I have all these corruptors just doing their damage to this Colossus, it's great, because they can just force Colossus out of a fight. You can micro your way around it. It's beautiful. He's not touching this at all. I do keep in a couple of Spore Callers just on the occasion of him making some Dark Templar, and it does look like that is exactly his plan. Imagine that. Where do we have it? There it is. Nicely hidden. Okay, so we need to start our fight over here. Alright, looking at the upgrades, I'm going for rank 3 armor. Let's make those roaches tank more. And of course, some beefiness for Ultralisks. Alright, so let's speed this up. And we're just really playing the No Man's Land game here. I'm running around with the Corruptors. I'm like, get your Colossus away! And he's running around with his army. He's like, get your freaking army away! So yeah, that's what's happening. No, I do send out a couple of Lings. I do have 2 armor on the Zergling, so it will take more than just a volley from the Colossus to do their thing, but this is more of a mineral dump right now. I'm just getting these Zerglings out just for a mineral dump. But getting another Evo chamber. Just upgrading what I can. Here come the Ultras. So here's how I've reconfigured my force group here. This one, all melee, all melee, all melee, including Ultras. Now, here's the big risk that you run. Some people make their Hydralisks and Roaches into one force group because, hey, they're all ranged. That's great. It's very good to do that, especially when you have these Ultras. My biggest concern, these Ultras are just running laps and just patrolling back and forth, while these guys frontline. That's a really big problem. And I've stuck myself with that many, many times. So, okay, with what I have, I don't see any Templars out there. So here we go, we're ready to start the fight, but here, I mess it up. Here's where we go. Here's why this fight is bad. This needs to be there. That needs to be out there. That needs to be there right now. And this Overseer, let's go to my vision. Yeah, I don't quite see the DTs, and I don't think I even noticed them. I'm just so engrossed on these Colossus. Not hitting the Hydras, which is a success, but I still got this problem over here, and I still got this frontline problem. So you're gonna see a huge change in the tide of battle here. I mean, my rank 3 ground upgrade isn't even complete. I should have just held back. I saw the units auto attack, and I got excited. Oops! No, don't load way back there. We're up here. Hurry up. Okay, here we go. So here starts the fight. When you have all these Corruptors left in the army, cast as much corruption as you can. Just keep this entire army sour. Best targets include the Immortals. Just cuts right through those. They cost a lot. But like I said, a lot of this right out here was in the front line. And it was just getting eaten up by those DTs. So that was very, very nasty. So, alright, I'm not too devastated for losing this Expo. Honestly, I'm okay. I've got plenty of units coming, 11 Ultras, a lot of Blings, and I got some more upgrades on the way here. So it's looking pretty bad, looking very bad actually. The Lings are coming out first. I'm trying to at least surround some of these guys. Here come the Ultras. I saw those ready to hatch. Once these come out, they've got 6 armor. These things are just very tough to crack. Here come the remainder of the Ultras, so I can handle the rest of this army here. The rest just gets cut to pieces. And they, like I said, they're very, very tough to kill when they have 6 armor. You almost have to force into Immortals. But here's where it sucks. He's got more DTs out. I'm just trying to say, alright, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to go for your Expo. I'm going to kill your Expo. Here's the problem, man. DTs, man. 55 damage. That'll cut through these Ultralisks. They're only preventing 6 of the 55. It's definitely something that was a huge mistake. I'm thinking, maybe I can kill the Expo. Maybe I can cut his resources down. If I do that, I mean, the income, look right now, the majority of what he's making is this place. So if I do knock this out, that's great. But at what cost? I'm really taking a big risk with all of these Ultras out. So I'm killing as much of his econ as possible, and then I just burrow. I just get out the way and burrow. Ultralisks look amazing when they're burrowed. My concern, I haven't scouted this area yet. I don't know if he's got this area claimed. I just saw his, yeah, see, just look at them. Tear apart those Ultras. Oh, God. Huge, bloody, massive, exploding meat. But like I said, I saw the transport, so I'm assuming, ooh, he's got another Expo over there. So I see that, I go for Hydras. Why do I do Hydras? If I'm on the creep, which is what I'm only reserving the fights for now, if I'm on the creep, I can play the little range dance game with him. Stay out of trouble. This area that I exposed for a little bit, that is open now. Yeah, I have to go Chimera, and DTs are greater than Ultras. Anyways, find a quick opportunity to hurt him a little bit. I can't run them out the way in time, so those are just going to die. Hoping to put a dent into this Expo. Sending the creep out here just to see if he's kind of teetering in between the two. You know, do I want to get his Expo? You know, what do I want to do? Another goal for that was to maybe expand some creep over into here. And here we go. Here's when it gets really ugly. He turns his DTs into the Archons. I mean, 43 damage. It's not as much as before, but they have a little bit more range, and they have splash. Gets very nasty. Cancels out the possibility of me going for a lot of lings. A lot of tier 1 is just canceled out. So let's speed this up here. Actually, no, wait, we're about to get to the final fight. I'm running low on resources. He's running low on resources too. We're both in the hundreds right now, the low hundreds for the resource. So I see this. Now, here's the logic behind this. If I fight this off, I'm not ready for it. I'm not making any income from here. I'm not losing anything but the 300 minerals. That is well worth it, considering the cost of an Ultralisk. So I'm going to wait. He is more than welcome to fight this off. I dare him to fight that off. So this is no problem. This, I mean, it's all going to get sent here anyways. Usually they don't run over there. Now here's the thing. If he runs over there, oh, it's on. I'm fighting this guy. I think. Because, I mean, if it still looks like a fight, I'm not going to win. I might just have to give that away. Because look at my production. Hydras. Getting lots of them. But he runs. He runs away, so I'm happy about that. A little bit oversaturated there in the base. But here's the thing. He's getting the full advantage out of this. And he's kind of hiking these minerals over here. But at the same time, he's just starting to get his Expo up here. But we completely forgot about this. And he forgot about it too. Like I said, I saw that transport, and if I see him having an Expo there, oh, I'm going to be pretty sad about saying that. There we go, I see his scout. So really, I'm just holding my ground here. I've got him pinched. Let's check my vision here. I've got him pinched off right here. He's got to be right here. As soon as I see this guy run over here, he's got to fight these. I can run over there in the creep just fine, but what's he gonna kill? If he runs to the main, kills that, I'm gonna base race him, and I'm gonna win it, because I have many more bases around. I can fight that off here. Here we go, here's the final fight. I am very quick to cast Corruption onto these Archons here. They're always the first targets for me to kill. Keeping these Hydras safe in the back line. Ultras are doing their job, tanking, soaking up all of this damage, while the Hydras, they're the ones that deal the real damage. And I just corrupt the remainder of his army here, and I just finish it off to his base. So just map control, starving off the resources, and, well, exploring when it's necessary. And really quick, production, I was making like 12 roaches. Why was I going roaches? I killed the majority. I was looking at his army. I killed the majority of what he had. He had a lot of anti-roach that I killed. So going back to what we were saying last game, last audio commentary, number 24. Just make something, think about what the aftermath of the battle is going to be, and make the units that will counter what he has left and what he will get in response to what you have. So, that is it for now, guys. This is number 25. And number 26, we're going to try to switch it on over to a different race matchup. I'm hoping for some good Zerg versus Terran games. I know that Zerg versus Zerg is pretty boring, so we're going to stick away from that. We haven't had many requests for ZVZ, because really, you make more roaches, you win, at least in this patch. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. For those on live stream, stick around because we are going to continue tonight's show. For those on YouTube, thanks for tuning in on YouTube. You can watch the shows. It's listed in the comments, not the comments, the description of the video. You can find more information there. So stick around. Those on YouTube, thank you for watching. And you guys, yeah, we're in for more fun. Stick around.